Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Shumna Feras Nasution, student identification number 2024-32077. I come from Information System major for Machine Learning Class B. So today I'm going to record my practice report, which is I already done the theory report and the practice report. Now it consists neural network and Q-learning. Now we are heading to the code. So what I show you here is the neural network. I will explain you the explanation. The first step is importing all required libraries. I use Pandas and NumPy for data processing, Matplotlib for visualization, and scikit-learn for pre-processing, model training, and evaluation. Next, I load the dataset. Into a data frame. After loading the data, I displayed the first rows to verify that the dataset was read correctly. After that, I perform the exploratory data analysis or EDA. I check the dataset size, data types, and descriptive statistics. Then I analyze the distribution of the grade classes using both value counts and a bar chart. I also create a box plot um, to observe the relationship between study hours and grade. Finally, I generate a correlation heat map uh, to understand the relationships between numerical features. I also preferred using value handling, although this dataset did not contain any missing values. The next step is the provisioning. I convert categorical attributes into numerical values using label encoding. Unnecessary columns were removed so that all features could be processed by the neural network model. Then I separate the dataset into input features and the target variable. The the grade column become the target while the remaining uh, which used to as features. After that, I divided the data into training and testing sets. I also applied standard scalar to normalize the feature values. This normalization helps the neural network train more efficiently because all features have a similar scale. Next, I build the model using the MLP classifier algorithm. I convert the hidden layers, activate function, and maximum number of iterations. Then train the model using the trained data. After training, I evaluate the model using prediction accuracy, confession metrics, and classification report. These evaluation methods allow me to measure how well it classified each grade category. I also test the trained model by predicting the grade into a new sample manually. This demonstrates uh, the model's preference and analyze how well it classifies each grade category. Uh, Finally, I improve the training model by predicting the grade new sample manually. How the model can be applied to unseen data. Finally, I improve the model using grade search CV. This technique automatically searches for the best combination of hyperparameters to achieve better performance. The optimized model was evaluated again and compared with the initial model. Now I will explain the second part, which is the Q-learning. The first step was the importing the NumPy and Matplotlib, then initializing the environment. I define the number of datasets, action, the goal position, obstacle position, and initials the Q table. Next, I set the main parameter of the algorithm, including the learning rate, discount factor, exploration probability, and the number of training epoch. These parameters control how the agent learns from its environment. Then I implement the state transition function. This function determines the agent next position based on the selected action while ensuring that the movements stay within the grid boundaries. After that, I train the agent using the Q-learning update rule. During each episode, the agent will the agent will selected sessions using the explore and exploration strategy received rewards from the environment and updated the equivalence accordingly. The numbers of steps taken in each episode was also recorded to perform analysis. To evaluate learning process, I visual the maximum key values in heat map, which is the state provide the highest expected rewards and indicates that the agent has learned the optimal path toward goal. I also create a graph showing the number of steps each taken episode as training progress. The agent generally requires fewer steps, indicating that its policy improve over time. Finally, I test the trained agent by allowing it to move from the starting state to the goal state using the learn queue table. The result path demonstrates the agent has successfully learned the optimal route to repair interaction with the environment. In conclusion, this practical um, helped me understand both supervised learning using neural networks and reinforcement learning using Q-learning. I learned as the concept workflow, including data processing, model training, evaluation, hyperparameter tuning, and agent learning through trial and error. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.